Testing, and we're live. What's going on, everybody? It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth. Today's Wednesday, October 23rd. Hope you're doing well. We're going to get started here in just a moment. We got Mr. Mankey in the house. Let's go. Made it. Yeah, it looks like you're one of the first ones in. So thanks for joining the live stream. Hope everybody's doing awesome. We'll hang out for a bit. We'll take a look at the market, and then we'll look at any ticker requests. If anybody does have any requests, just let me know in the chat, and we'll jump to those, and I'll do the update toward the end. But we'll do a quick market update as well, and just get an overall feel for the market that has been very eventful over the last couple of weeks. But just sit tight. We'll get started here in about 30 seconds or so. Yeah, how's the sound? Some people were saying that the sound was a little off yesterday and a couple of days before that. I don't know what's going on. My mic's the same computer. I even got a new computer. It was working better, and then it seems to be the software that I'm using just has a mind of its own. I don't change any of the settings, so hopefully it's coming through a lot better now. All right, welcome to the live stream, everybody. Let's get things kicked off. We'll do a quick market update, ticker requests. If anybody does have any comments, questions, anything at all, requests, you want me to take a look at something in the chart, I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on the price action in the days, weeks, months ahead. But as always, not financial advice, just for entertainment purposes only, and my own thoughts and opinions. Never buy or sell anything based on anything that I say or write. Thanks for joining the live stream, everybody. We'll jump right to it. And yeah, Tilray looking pretty good. Team Tilray, absolutely. If you're looking for any kind of Team Tilray, I do have a couple of new products that I launched as well on the POW merch store. So powmerch.ca will take you there. You can just go to powgroup.ca or pursuitofwealthgroup.com, and there's a link at the top. If you're already on that website, our main website, you just click on merch at the top. Before we get to it, make sure to smash the like. If you're new, you can subscribe. Tick the bell. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. And you can follow us over on X as well, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. Sick new hat I released today, XRP Unleashed. It's been quite a bit of time. There's some technical issues that I had, but overall, everything's working good now in the merch store. If anything's still acting up, let me know. And also, any members of the channel, if you go here and you click join and you're a member, a VIP member of the channel, you can get 10% off the website. So just let me know, and I can send me an email, info@pursuitofwealthgroup.com. Let me know, and I can send you a discount code. But again, just go to powgroup.ca or pursuitofwealthgroup.com, and there's a contact form there as well that you can fill out. So Tesla was up about 12% after hours, I saw last time I checked. Tesla surprises with forecasts for sales and deliveries, and shares jump. So this is a good sign for SPY leading into tomorrow. We had some weakness today from the broader market. So as you can see, we were up 11.79% at the moment. So looking pretty good. Should help SPY into tomorrow, but I am expecting big tech, AI, EVs to see one more euphoric blow off top, and then we're probably going to see a lot of money rotate from those names into crypto and the small caps. Then we'll probably see an alt season, and then we'll probably see a pretty big market crash. MJ stocks could pop pretty hard as well, but we're probably going to see a broader market crash. But then I think MJ will go on to be, if not the best, one of the best performing sectors over the next couple of years. And I think biotech's going to be another one as well. But yeah, as the sounds good? Perfect. Thanks, Mr. Mankey. I appreciate it. Shout out to the member on the channel. Looks like you got the 2-month badge. First one to get the 2 months badge. So thank you for being a member, a VIP member for 2 months. So we'll jump into the chat. I know we got quite a few things coming through right now, but we'll jump into that. If anybody has any ticker requests, just let me know, and we'll get to that at the end of the stream. And then let me know the exchange that it's on as well, like Apple on NASDAQ or something like that, just so I know. Yeah, the crypto space has been pretty weak over the last couple of days, and that's a good sign that we saw MJ stocks kind of go inverse to that. So again, MJ has been not participating in this everything bubble of 2024. So the fact that, big tech, that money rotating, got to go somewhere. What better place than the beaten down MJ sector with so many bullish catalysts on the horizon? Even Raoul Pal, he's a macro investor, and all he ever does is talk about crypto. He has the new channel called Raoul Pal, the Journeyman, I think it is. And they were talking about MJ stocks on his channel. So that tells me that a lot of people like myself are looking to, once they pivot out of crypto here in the next few months, after alt season, probably going to look to do the same as buy the dip in MJ as we see major reform around the world and in the biggest economy in the world, in the United States. So I think crypto should start to recover here in the elections, less than 2 weeks, so 13 days, going on 12 days till the election. Man, time flies. Can't wait for it. It's going to be a wild time here in the next couple of weeks. So just make sure to prepare yourself mentally, financially, emotionally, whatever you need to do. Today's been a crazy day. I've been on the phone nonstop. The condo market's going absolutely bananas, and it's going to continue. We had interest rate drop in Canada by another 50 basis points today, but I don't think it's going to save a lot of people, because even people who got mortgages around 2%, even at a 3.5% interest rate, that's still a lot higher, even if it renewed. And a lot of people locked in around 2% around 2020, 2021. So that means even into 2026, there's going to be tons of 5-year fix renewing. Anyway, long story short, it's going to be bad because most people are already strapped for cash, complaining about how much, eggs and groceries are and stuff like that. So what's going to happen when their interest rate doubles or triples in 2026, and they bought these prices at all-time high prices for homes, right? It's going to spell disaster. That could mean like an extra $500 to $1,000 bill on top of what most people don't already have, right? So I think a lot of people are going to be pivoting away from the housing market. Not everybody, right? There's always going to be people wanting to buy houses, but I think you're going to start to see this slowing demand, and then a lot of people looking to downsize, go to more affordable homes like a condo, and who cares if it's 4%, 5% interest in a couple of years on a condo, because you can buy a condo for a couple $100,000, right? Versus a home that you have for 600,000, or maybe even $1 million in certain areas, right? Especially if you're tuning in from the US. But yeah, let me know where you're tuning in from as well. But yeah, SPY, daily consolidation in a big way today. Could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bear cross as well. So this might not be the end of it, but certainly a positive surprise here from Tesla, and we'll hope big time. As you can see, we're up here slightly after hours, but nice dip buying here and hold of EMA 26 there on the daily time frame for SPY. But yeah, I was on the phone most of the day. I've got an offer on my condo. One was $25K over asking price, and I just bought it less than a year ago, and it would be almost triple what I paid for it. And I've got a competing offer as well, so I'm trying to get everything kind of simultaneously looking at my phone, see if my realtor's texting me, because I have an offer on the table and I'm trying to negotiate here. So things are heating up in a big way, but interesting times in the condo market here in Edmonton. You can get a condo in Edmonton for less than the price of a Tesla, which is crazy. You can buy a 2-bedroom, 2-bath downtown Edmonton for less than a Tesla costs. Like, that is just wild. It's not going to be like that for long. That's going to be like, people are going to be telling this story in a long time from now. Like, remember that time you could buy real estate in Edmonton for less than a Tesla? What was up with that? All right. So yeah, INSG, another name that's been went from, I called this one out under $2 a few months ago, like 6 or 8 months ago. And I actually loaded up some under $2. I got it locked in around 600% profit, but it went over 1,100%. Things an absolute beast. It was just under $2, almost $20. Just in a few months. DDD, this is one I've been following for a while as well. Called this one out under $2 and then saw about an 85% upside. IDK is another one I'm looking at. It's looking pretty good. Got some interesting investments into hydrogen gas, and I think Tesla's been looking at coming out with hydrogen as well. So gonna be an interesting time. It's kind of starting to branch off as well as big tech and everything. Crypto is probably going to enter a bear market. So looking at, certain types of miners and junior miners, some of those, gas alternatives and natural gas, things like that. But yeah, especially into a recession, which I think is probably even going to be a depression, to be honest. But we'll take a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin Did break to a higher high on the weekly time frame, daily time frame here. Again, EMA 26 held. So very similar to SPY. SPY hit. It's just so funny that people say technical analysis doesn't work. It's like, okay, well, why did it bounce at the exact same level as Bitcoin? And even the lower wick looks the exact same. So perfect back test. In terms of movers and shakers, we have Casper. Whoa, this one's back under a penny. What the hell happened there? I've been holding out on this one. Might have to buy some of this later. Set myself a reminder. Just give me 1 second. I'm not putting much into this one. I think I'll just nibble $500 or $1,000 max. But yeah, if this thing goes back to where it once was and even higher, there could be some serious upside on this one, I'm thinking. Mostly just a trade. I'm not a big fan of the project, but let me just see here. Yeah. What? 300? Is that even... What? The all-time high was 30? And we're under a penny? We don't even need to go back to all-time high. Even if we just see a monthly high, monthly bounce to EMA 12, that's almost 200%, 350% just to EMA 26. But yeah, 25x if we go back to the high here, which is more realistic, around 23 cents. I think that's very possible. So, $1,000 investment, $23,000 return. Sure. Most I can lose is $1,000. Why not? Selling a condo here soon. Multiple, hopefully. Good thing about having a condo with multiple offers on it is I got 4 more. So you can come after the other ones next. And yeah, 2 of them are long-term rentals, 2 are Airbnbs. I'm probably not going to sell my 2 Airbnb ones for a while. Making way too much cash flow, like 400% cash flow on it. Just absolutely ridiculous. Expenses are like $1,000 a month. And you can pull in anywhere from like $3,000 to $4,000 a month on Airbnb. It's just nuts. Plus the property is bought like all-time low. So the property value is appreciating, right? So you're double dipping. It's just absolute no-brainer. But yeah, Casper, Storage, Link leading the decline at the moment. On the bull list, we have Songbird, Solana, and Solo. All right, everybody's favorite topic, and mine included, MJ. So after a pretty wild day yesterday, we did see a little bit of tamed action. We did see higher highs, though, on the daily time frame, breaking the high of yesterday's high on most names. But we had BAM, Auxly, and DB leading the decline today. And on the bullish, we had NEVI, Verano, and Canara. So love. But yeah, I wasn't surprised to see high tide down. I had some questions. Is this expected? Is this consolidation on high tide expected? And it actually looks pretty similar to SPY, right? On the daily time frame, that daily candle, daily consolidation. And it's very healthy and expected. You can see here we hadn't consolidated on the daily time frame in 9 days. That means every single day, the low of the day was higher than the previous one for 9 days in a row. It can't keep doing that. So the fact that it's on a stretch like that means that when it does break, it's probably going to be a pretty significant pullback because it doesn't have any support, right? Higher lows are support. So here was the last support at 214. So from this low here, we have no support all the way down to 19% from here. So we can drop another 20% and still be in a daily uptrend. This is what people don't understand about charts, and why if you just know what an uptrend is and a downtrend is and how far away we are, and knowing how to use your fib tools, right? You go from the low to the high there. Anything under the 0.32 fib was a potential, or over that was a potential daily bull flag. We did lose it and retraced quite a bit, so I'm not as confident in this bull flag. Plus, we just had a daily bull flag that confirmed. So the more bull flags you have in a row, the most ones, the most with the most conviction are the ones that are just starting to happen right in a major reversal after a big pullback. So what have we seen? We've seen a big move to the upside and already multiple bull flags and cup and handles, bullish patterns. So what do you think is more likely? Do you think that we see, a pretty sustained pullback, come back down to around EMA 12 or 26 and then form a type of equilibrium and tightening range? Or do you think we're just going to continue going to the moon? Well, I would think that, considering the rest of the space didn't really move, we're going to see rotation. Other names will run, leaders and laggards, and this will take a breather, and it'll probably consolidate for a few weeks in this big range that we have here. So yeah, we did lose that, so I'm not as confident in this daily bull flag anymore. That was targeting $4, and I mentioned that to POW Group private members as well, that, you know, multiple bullish continuation patterns and tons of upside, right? Just in the last couple of weeks, we're up 60 some, almost over 60%. So you have to be mindful of that and know that, okay, don't be surprised if we see a 15, 20% pullback. And from the high there, we're down about almost 15%. Could still see another, 5% or so, but still in the daily uptrend, no major red flags whatsoever. And then MSOS. So this is a name today. So high tide was the opposite. It lost the low of yesterday, and MSOS didn't even come close to it. I told people it's more than likely going to be an inside bar based on that range. It was, and it broke bullish. So we broke the high of yesterday. So USMJ starting to steal the show a little bit here, but CGC even broke to, no, it didn't actually, inside bar as I mentioned there, but could still see the MA 12 and 26 bull cross. So it's looking good there for continuation. Tilray broke to a daily higher high today and could see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. So almost 12 days to the election, folks. Things are starting to heat up in a big way. All right, jumping into the chat. Tilray looks pretty good. I hear you perfect. Thank you. Yeah, Tilray's not looking too bad. Broke to a daily higher high today. I'd say it's definitely one of the laggards that's going to be looking to catch up soon. We got Pop in the house. Hi, Rod. Hello, hello. Nice higher low on Tilray. On what time frame? Actually, is that an hourly bull flag now? Let me just take a look. Yeah, I already had it drawn. Yeah, so yeah, you can make the case that it's still an hourly bull flag. So, oops. So you'd be looking at a move up to around $1.84, like I said, and just looking at, the longer term time frames at this point. There'll be lots of opportunities, intraday, day trades, things like that, short swing trades, but mostly all my MJ, I'm just slowly accumulating, packing my bags, waiting for 52-week highs. I don't really need to, I really don't care about catching 5-10% here and there. I'm here for the 10Xs, the 50Xs, the 100X gains. And I'm patient, so. Team Tilray, you bet. Sounds good. Perfect. It's okay. Cool. Team all MJ stocks. Let's go. Jam in the house. But yeah, Chris, thanks for your comment as well. Thanks for joining. My $4 Tilray calls are looking good so far. What's the date? 25? Okay. 20. So March 20th? Or sorry, no, that'd be May 20th. Great channel, Rod. HY in the house. Thank you very much. Glad to have found a person whose thoughts, ideas, and expectation align so freakishly close. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I really do appreciate all the support. I just try to maintain a common sense approach. That's pretty much. It's kind of funny, actually. Like pretty much in every walk of my life lately, it's just been. I've been saying use a common sense approach, and now you got like the commercial from that Pierre guy on Canada. It's like talks about he's pro common sense and things like that. It's like whatever happened to common sense anyway? When I ran for my condo board, and I ended up getting elected to the board at my current condo, that was basically my whole campaign slogan was bringing back common sense. It's just like. It really is lacking in the world today. It's insane. But yeah, I just try to tell it like it is. I try not to polish things too much and just tell people what they need to hear, not necessarily what they want to hear. And I think people appreciate that. I'm new here. Hi, Harry. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Calls for 2025. Okay, gotcha. That makes more sense. I'm interested in Tilray, CGC, ACB, and SNDL. Nice. Yeah, those are solid. All Canadian names. Tilray, not looking too bad here. Once again, just looking for a potential continuation. and you can draw it out. Still a potential 4 hour bull flag as well. Draw it over here on the Canadian one. Let's check in on that one. Yep, so perfect 4 hour bull flag at the moment. So it'd be the same thing. I'll just give you the Canadian. So it'd be about 254. But got to hold the low now at 230. Lose 230 and then probably dipping back into the low 220s. Take a look at another one here. What was the other one? CGC. So yeah, that was a daily inside bar today. Could still see the EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. Let's check out how the bull flag was looking on CGC. It did dip dipped a little bit more than we would like to see, and we confirmed an hourly downtrend with a lower high and lower low. I mean, actually, you could say it's more of an equilibrium. You have a high, low, lower high, higher low, lower high, tightening range. Hard to say. This one bounced like crazy. It was up like 25%, and then here we are down 8%. So it could very well. It pulled back a little bit more than I would have liked to see here on this pullback to maintain the bull flag, which I have drawn out. Here's your pull, your flag, and then your measured move pull, and saying around 609. But don't rule it out. The more names that haven't already confirmed their flags, they might that do start confirming them. That might kind of erase it and this weakness and that bit of a red flag on CGC, and then we could see the follow through as well. But we'll want to maintain eyes on the rest of the sector and see if those start to negate their bull flags as well. And if they do, then that's going to increase the odds that we could see a sector-wide continuation of pullback. So CGC, though, we'll take a look. It's looking pretty good here on the weekly time frame. MACD setting to cross bullish, but just because it happens on the weekly time frame doesn't mean it. We're going to the moon tomorrow. It's on the weekly time frame, so it could take price momentum, a couple of weeks to change. So still could be a couple of weeks. And what do we have in a couple of weeks? We have the U.S. elections, and we also have the Florida vote. So, and the more Trulieve runs into that Florida vote, the more that could be a sell the news, and we might actually see that as a trap. And then if it runs a lot into that vote and they approve it, we could see it open a lot higher and then sell off a lot, right? And then that money would maybe rotate into other names like, the other U.S. major listed names like your Cannabis, your Tilrays, your SNDLs, etc., right? But that's what I'm going to be watching for. We just don't know. We'll just have to monitor it a couple days before the election, see how much it's run. If it's run like another 20 or 50% from here, right, into the elections, then it might be a sell the news event. But we could see, like I said, the next trading day after the news comes out, probably a euphoria rally and then a gap and trap and then sell off, right? ACB, yeah. So ACB, that's one of the other names that some of the few names that I'm up on. I think last time I checked, I was up around 30%, 40% on this position. Been super patient on this one. Yeah, but this broke to a daily higher high today as well. So showing some relative strength, but pulled back quite a bit from the high of the day today to the low, down about 8.5%. So the broader market, SPY played a factor today. Obviously, had a good start, and then SPY started crashing, and we weren't immune to that market weakness. So you can go against the grain for a certain period of time, but eventually the music stops and you come back down. You can only hope for as good of a cushion as possible and a nice move up so that it cushions the blow, right, whenever we do inevitably see the pullback. SNDL, this is the one I haven't looked at. Oh, my realtor just sent me a purchase contract. Woo! Love that feeling. Always fun signing a real estate deal. It's going to be my, it'd be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th purchase contract. Crazy. In real estate. SNDL, daily time frame, broke to a daily higher high today as well. So it's looking pretty good. And we had this pennant that broke bearish. And then, in my opinion, this could be our final capitulation move where we could start to see a big move and bear trap here. And it's looking good. We're already bouncing on the weekly for the last couple of weeks. So that's a really good sign. We had a daily bull flag as well that was targeting 209. We hit that. And I would wager a bet that we probably had another bull flag confirm. Yep, we did. So if we go from the low to the high here, and the reason why you go from that swing low to that swing high is because every single candle was higher than the previous one. So as soon as that trend stops, that marks your daily high or low, and then you go from that high, right? So from the low to the high, then you take your trend line, and then if you're me, make sure you check logarithmic every single time, because TradingView likes to just randomly turn it off. Little trick. So yeah, this is a perfect. It already confirmed with the break of the 217. So when we consolidated, we need to hold 210. We came down and we were 211. So it was pretty much perfection. And then we needed to break 217 to confirm. And we did. We just need that follow through now. So it's all about 219, get that follow through. Then from there, we could still see another 5, almost 6% of upside. But yeah, the measured move on that one is about 232, 231. So looking pretty good. From current levels, that's about another move of 7.5%. Yeah, we have a MACD on the whole sector is looking good. MSOS just had a POW algo buy alert go off on it as well. Yeah, SNDL seeing its second ever in history cross of the 50 and the 100 weekly. And I would expect this was the death cross. Yeah, this was the death cross that never actually played out, but could be an anomaly. And we'll see. Not ruling out one more potential leg down, but it's all going to be dependent on SPY in the broader market. Like I said, if we see continued weakness there, but I can't really see any bad news. Like, I don't think Florida's not going to, I think they're going to pass it. Rescheduling hearings not till after the elections. I think that's going to go well. We're talking about, some candidates want to federally legalize it now. So I think, SNDL, this might be the one that avoids the death cross. But overall, looking pretty good. Sup, Harry? MSOS. Yeah, we can take a look at MSOS. So I think, that one was the one that broke to a daily higher high today. And it's another hourly bull flag. So we're looking at a move to around 836. And we did break to a higher high today. And that high today was 792. So we did confirm it. Yeah, but we're about 6% away. 836. So from the high of the day today to 5.5%. So it's looking pretty good. And we closed near the high of the day today. But Tesla was up after hours. We could see SPY recover and some tech start to recover into tomorrow. And MJ's kind of been running inversely to tech. So maybe we take a breather, but set up for a daily inside bar for sure into tomorrow. MSOS. Can't see us opening higher or anything like that. I think it's going to be a daily inside bar, probably tightening range. We'll probably just bounce around the range of today, around 792, 758 into tomorrow, tighten up, and then probably maybe even 2 inside bars and then a break. But keep in mind, we don't have any daily support really nearby all the way down to 679. So we could easily pull back to around 740, 725. But personally, all about that low there and that 0.382 fib at 752. 750 is also psychological. So, but that gives us our bull flag. So as long as that remains, it's actually a head and shoulders here now, though. Grab our pattern. So we have the head and we're forming the right shoulder. So not looking too great. Yeah, that'll bring us back down into the golden pocket area, which is right here. So yeah, that's saying 726 would be the measured move. So the low to hold is 761 by the looks of it. Nope, 759. That was the low. So lose 759, confirm the head and shoulder, probably targeting 725. But as of right now, no major red flags. Also, if we lose the low there at 761, we would confirm an hourly downtrend. So hourly downtrend, head and shoulders, easily headed down to around 725 if that's the case. But yeah, as long as we'll say 759 holds, no major red flags. But if 759, if we lose that, we could see, about a 5% correction pretty easily, pretty quickly. Be a bit of a Bart Simpson too. It's like a it's kind of funny on the hourly time frame, right? Usually you're looking at like the daily, the weekly, or the monthly for a BART. But it happens on all time frames. It's just you have to adjust your plan accordingly, right? If you're on the daily time frame or the hourly, you're looking at maybe a day trade or a short swing. And if you're on the weekly or the monthly, you're looking at probably an investing or holding longer term. MSOS, so we've done that one. So high tide. So yeah, high tide, like I said, still a potential daily bull flag, but we did pull back a little bit more, but that could be a bear trap. The wick dip below, but it's a little concerning. Wouldn't be surprised if we back tested EMA 12 there around 257. It's got to take a breather, right? It's up 60% in no time last couple of weeks. And we did have the 200 weekly there at 335, and we topped out just below it. But yeah, we just did a golden cross as well with the 50 crossing down below the 200 day and rocket ship. Yeah, so like the next nearest support is the 50 weekly at 201 and the 50 day at 217. So don't be surprised. This thing could pull back to 250. No problem. And it would still be healthy, right? Like we'd still be in a daily uptrend. That's what I mentioned earlier, is if we pulled back 31%, we'd still be in a daily uptrend. And people are like, how would we be in an uptrend if we pulled back 30%? Right? It just doesn't, people don't understand that, but it's different, right? Like if you would have formed these higher lows like this right here, if you would have formed those along the way, it'd be different. You'd have a few support levels to go off of, right? But if you just have elevator up, well, usually it's elevator down and then blah, 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 bounce or a little down. So just try to understand the psychology and understand what the charts are saying, right? And it's not a guarantee either, right? You can bring up like, what was it, like FFIE there? You can bring up this chart and then it's just like, boom, screw you, technical analysis. I'm just going to defy gravity and go up 100x in no time. Or like GameStop or something like that, right? But that's very, very off, not very often, right? On the off chance. Could we see 150 on Tilray? Well, we were just at 145 not too long ago, so yeah, anything's possible. But the fact that it dipped to 145 and then jumped up to almost 180 is, in no time, is very, very positive in my opinion. Like in 2025 or during crash, yeah, anything's possible. Like I said, you want to get that cushion, right? You want to get as big of a move as possible so that if the broader market does pull back, hopefully we're not seeing a big pullback of 10+% on SPY until Tilray hits like $5 or something. And then if it pulls back to 3, who cares, right? We're still double where we are now. So, but anything's possible. I think leading into the election, I think we're going to see some movement. Florida vote. We're going to see some hype. We could see banking as well in a lame duck session early 2025 as a part of a new administration. And one of the new administrations wants to federally legalize it. So things are heating up. Auxly, Indiana. Nice. Welcome, Chris from Indiana. Hector. I think I got everybody. I think we're caught up here. But yeah, we can take a look at Auxly. So Auxly, you got to basically just keep it simple with that one. It's just been ranging around 4 or 5 cents. Monthly time frame, looking for the monthly uptrend. So low, high, higher, low. It's a monthly equilibrium at the moment. So we have our high, low, lower, high, potential higher, low. Should see it break over the next couple of months. Could even be weeks with the elections nearing. But keep in mind, it's usually the tier ones that run first, then the lower cap names run last, right? So this barely has no volume. So this could be one of the last to move, but it'll move in a big way. But key resistance is going to be 7 cents. Break that. Then we're in a monthly uptrend. First time in multiple years. And key support is at 2.5 cents. Because we could confirm a monthly downtrend if we don't hold that. Anybody know anything about CBD MD stock? No, I don't think I do. If I come across anything, I'll let you know. Thanks for the help. How's Tilray? Did we lose the bounce and heading back down? No, so it's looking pretty decent. As I mentioned, on the daily time frame, we broke to a daily higher high. Could still see an EMA 12 and 26 bull cross, and the hourly bull flag remains intact. So key support is going to be 166. It's actually a triple bottom. And key resistance is going to be the high of the day today at 174. Break that, probably heading to 184. If we lose the triple bottom at 166, probably heading back down to around 160. Maybe even back into the 150s, but no major red flags whatsoever. Just healthy at the moment. But no problem, Justin. And on to Jam's question. Could you please look at WKSP? I do have to go soon, so just letting everybody know. Daily time frame, yeah, it's looking pretty good here. Nice strong daily uptrend. We did pull back more than we would like to see a bull flag, but still in the daily uptrend. We have our low, high, higher low, lower high, higher low, bull break. Yeah, look how close that, or tight that EQ got. So we had our high, low, lower high, higher low, lower high, higher low, boom, bull break as soon as we broke the high there at 57 cents, also a double top. So that was key level. If you just entered there on that equilibrium breaking and double top, that's a 50% upside move. So that was a no-brainer. We also had the EMA 12 and 26 bull cross, which was the first time since way back in mid-June 2024 this year. Yeah, weekly time frame, due for a weekly higher low at some point. So 60 cents could be in the cards soon. If we close this week with this big upper wick, I'd be concerned. Still a ways away before we see those EMAs cross bullish on the weekly as well. So don't be surprised if we form a higher low somewhere around 60 cents on the weekly time frame, see those tighten up, and then get the bull cross. And then after that, it's all about resistance at 87 cents and then $1. After that, nothing until 154. Yeah, WKSP. Looking good. MACD, stochastic still good. And yeah, we're topping out just at the 50 weekly. So yeah, very possible we form a weekly higher low now and then regain some strength. And then once we get a rest, attack that 100 weekly at 146. Daily time frame could see a golden cross over the next couple of weeks as well. So again, that means probably see a weekly higher low somewhere around 60, 55 cents. Then see the golden cross and make our way up over $1 into the end of the year. I got them 416, have been buying on the way down. 168 contracts, expiry January 17th. Nice. Good luck. Average cost 8 cents. Well, good luck, my friend. Thanks for the live stream. You bet, Harry. No problem. My pleasure. Thanks for joining, everyone. We got Nice Man in the house. Noticed some volume lately on BAM. Long shot, maybe from here at the bottom. Yeah, this would be like a YOLO play, right? Like, I'd probably throw like the most $500 to $1,000 at this thing, and pretty much my approach. And just, I sold it a while ago. I think I sold it like most of my position, like back here when we were losing this low and the whole sector was just getting destroyed. It was around 25 cents, 30 cents, and I rebought it back. I started buying back like a little bit here around like 5 or 6 cents. And then here we are back down to 3 cents. So I think I got like maybe $400 into this thing, $500, but yeah, I might put like another $400 or $500 and then just kiss it goodbye, either go to zero or be a hero, right? Like if you buy it at 3 cents, it goes back to all-time highs. That's 120x. So $1,000 investment into $120,000. Most you can lose 1,000. You could potentially make 120,000. Sign me up. Even if you do $500, who cares? $500 makes 60K. Hasn't moved the needle though. Can't imagine people selling here. Yeah, I mean, these are one of these names that people were promised the moon and then it just never happened, right? So there's just so much competition in the US and there's so much unknowns, right? How many people are like, look at all the consolidation and unknowns in Canada still with the producers, and people are dropping like flies. It's going to be way worse in the US, way more competitive, and the LPs are starting to sell in the US right now. So, and Canopy just became an MSO by acquiring acreage. Well, it's set to close in spring of 2025. I have High Tide, CGC, penny stock called Oils. Yeah, I think I heard of them from a company called Nextleaf. TDR folk did an analysis on oils, and I liked it a lot. The little penny stock that could. Yeah, I'd just be careful of that. You know, I wonder how much of those are they actually like the stock, or are they like the money that they're getting paid from the company, right? So you just have to take what they say with a grain of salt, understand that they get paid money to promote companies. So not everybody's a contract paid client of theirs. So, you know, they do disclose it. I actually mentioned that in one of my videos, and they did it like the next day on their website, had all their disclosures. Like CGC is a client of theirs, right? Cannabis. So High Tide's also a client of TDR. Like they pay them thousands and thousands of dollars every month to basically talk about their company, right? So it's just a marketing thing. So just be cautious. Like they do great work. I'm not saying anything else. I'm just saying, some of those low cap names, I'd be very, very cautious, especially when there's so many fire sales on some of the tier one great companies, right? Like we're talking multi-billion-dollar market caps. So don't be too focused. Like, yes, you can make a lot of money on the small caps, right? Maybe $500,000 investment could turn into hundreds of thousands, but it's a lot more risk. So I if you're going after those small cap names like that, just be those penny stocks. Do not break the bank. Just, there's so many fire sales on these companies that are multi-billion-dollar market caps that basically are too big to fail, and they're just going to dominate, right? So, just be wary of that. Thank you for sharing your info. Much appreciated. My pleasure. We got Older Gent, Nice Man, Happy Glass. I think that's everybody. Any opinion on the Cannabis? I'm not a huge fan of them, to be honest. I think they're probably going to merge with another company eventually, but not a huge fan. Was a pleasure. Hype for the year, you bet. Peace, happy. I made it. Peace. Yeah, gonna head out. Happy you made it as well, Mr. Mackey. Thanks again for being a member. Like I said, you got the 2-month badge, so you're the first one to get the 2-month one. Older Gent, good to know. Yeah, it's funny how many people don't actually know that, but yeah, in any of my videos that are sponsored, I always have the sponsored content thing, and I always disclose it verbally and in writing in the video as well. Just because if anybody ever pays me, I don't take very often from money and most of the sponsorships that I've done over the years are like an exchange, like a stock exchange or a crypto exchange. So I'm not actually like buying a stock and then doing coverage on them and taking money from them. Actually, most of the interviews that I do are not paid. Like I don't get any money for it. Like it's just free exposure for them and myself, right? When we work together in the industry. So if I just go to like my interview playlist here, oops. Yeah, so none of these are sponsored. I've never taken a penny from any of these companies. Yeah. So none of them are sponsored. I do have some sponsored videos on the channel. Like I said, like BitGet was a crypto exchange that I partnered with. I did a couple of shout outs for a couple stocks in one of my videos, but I always say it's a sponsored video or sponsored section or paid sponsor, right? And it's fine. Some people take a different approach. So to each their own, but you do have to disclose it. It's actually the law. But all right. Thank you, Rod. Appreciate you, Bet Jam. Thanks for joining as always. And yeah, keep it cool, folks. Have a great night. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.